Welcome to Ask David Simpson a Birding Question. Today's question is from Heather S. She asked, where should we go to see roseate spoonbills in this area? Well, if it's any time from late January through late April, early May, best place to go is Fellsmere Grade Recreation Area. Some of us old-timers call it Stick Marsh Parking Lot because back in the day the Stick Marsh was the only thing out here, and this was the parking lot that you came to launch your boat into Stick Marsh. Now we have T.M. Goodwin Wildlife Management Area, Fellsmere Headwaters Lake. There's all sorts of other things out here. So it's called Fellsmere Grade Recreation Area because it's on the Fellsmere Grade. The islands behind us, there's two islands in the middle of the canal. The spoil islands left over from the creation of the canal. They've grown over with trees. They're separated from the mainland by alligator-infested waters, so not too many raccoons willing to go over there and take their chances. So the wading birds nest here by the hundreds in some cases. They roost here by the thousands. The usual suspects for the last, I guess, 9 or 10 years now, we've had roseate spoonbills nesting here. Sometimes 100+ pairs will be in there. They're always accompanied by great egrets and anhingas, which are not wading birds but like to nest with the wading birds oftentimes. This year we've got some snowy egrets, some tricolored herons nesting in there with them. Soon we'll have cattle egrets nesting in there as well as the summer bug season comes on. They tend to nest a bit later than everything else does because they're waiting for the insects to come out in the grasslands in the summertime. I just heard a snowy egret calling back in there. It had this crazy little gargling, I don't even know how to describe it, weird little call that they make that took me forever to figure out that that's who was doing it because there was always so many other birds around. It's hard to isolate who was calling that. But anyways, that's a little side note. Right now the spoonbills, most of the spoonbills have young in the nest. Some of them may still be sitting on eggs this late. It's really kind of remarkable to watch how the same species will be so staggered out in their nesting attempts. Some will be building nests while others have small young in the nest, and some of that is just because of the limited space. Sometimes you have more birds than there are space to build nests and have nesting territories in there. So some birds will have to wait until a nest comes open or a nest site comes open before they can nest. That's possibly the case here. There does seem to be enough space in this case for them to nest in there, but at any rate, they will sometimes be in different stages, which is great for when you want to come out and take pictures of them because that means they're going to have babies for a very long period of time. One of the interesting things that you'll see at the end of the season is as the young birds, the young spoonbills get big enough and capable of flying, they'll actually come over here to the bank along here and the parents will feed them right in front of you. So instead of having to take pictures from across the water, you can take really nice close-up pictures and video of them. Thank you for joining us and keep those questions coming.